Warning, the following video is a subject matter of opinion. I have a higher likelihood of a random PS5 showing up on my doorstep in the middle of the night than us having a very similar opinion. That being said, enjoy the video.
Doom DLC. What comes to mind whenever you hear those words? You're probably thinking of the Ancient Gods DLC from Doom Eternal. But no one really thinks of the two DLC that dropped for Doom 3 back in the day. That being Resurrection of Evil and the Lost Mission DLC. These are very, very, very underrated and commonly missed DLC on the market. With that being said, I played through both of them, that way you don't have to. Here's what I have to say for both of them. Up first in line is Doom 3 Resurrection of Evil. This expansion pack goes after Dr. Betruger, finishing up his storyline, which is kind of awkward considering the main villain was Dr. Betruger in the first game, but we didn't fight and kill him. We didn't take care of him until this DLC that came out, so who cares. And we play as another unnamed Marine who wiped out his entire fucking team by grabbing the artifact, which is another weapon that was added in this DLC, without a care in the world. Resurrection of Evil? You kidding me? This guy, it's a straight sin for this guy to look like the way he does. Oof, feel sorry for him. Anyways, that being said, we go through very, very similar environments, but yet very, very new ones. You go through ancient ruins, artifact labs, and of course the good old classic, we go to hell to fight Dr. Betruger. Which straight up, Dr. Betruger won that fight. I don't care what the game said. That guy got his neck and back snapped in half from that attack. Anyways, the three bosses that you mainly fight in this game, outside of Dr. Betruger being the final boss, are the Hell Hunters. You got the Helltime Hunter, we got the Berserker Hunter, and the Invulnerability Hunter. All of them are very, very much self-explanatory. They move fast, one does lots of damage, the other one you can't attack until a certain thing has happened, until a certain time frame. Quickly back to the artifact. The artifact the artifact acts as the power-up from the original Doom games, except for you have to absorb, I believe, the bodies or the souls of fallen people. Which, this guy's already fucking evil as hell from just doing that. After you got 3 charges, and as you kill the main bosses, you get their powers. So quickly, you become really overpowered. During this expansion, 2 new weapons were added: the Grabber and the Super Shotgun. The Grabber acts as your standard gravity gun from Half-Life, because we all have to have that in every single video game nowadays. The only thing I have to say about this weapon, the Grabber weapon, it's very unique, in the sense that the distortion field whenever you pick something up is so fucking and crazy that you can't see shit in front of you. The amount of times I've grabbed something with this damn weapon and chuck it at them and completely miss it is astounding in its own right. The double barrel shotgun, or the super shotgun, what can I say? It's the super shotgun. It does obscure amounts of damage, especially with the Berserk Hunter, with the Berserk upgrade for the artifact. You kidding me? You're 2-tapping, or sometimes 1-tapping Hell Knights, which, let's be honest, we can all use that every now and then. During this time, when you're tracking down the portal to go fight the Maledict, which is Dr. Betruger, you go through many different environments from the original game because you're starting to jump through portals to get to the final boss. Which, this boss fight is actually really, really challenging, even with the artifact. It does live up to a final boss fight compared to most boss fights in the original game and throughout the DLCs. So that's a good thing. It's always good to have a decent challenge where you have to use your wits, your resources, and durability and cunning in order to win, instead of just brute forcing it. How you finish off Dr. Betruger is through a cutscene, where after he literally throws you around and breaks your back, he demands you give back the artifact, in which the Marine, being the total G he is, shoves it through his mouth, which somehow kills him, leaving behind his skull after winning that battle, or his eyes, if you've noticed that in my other video. And somehow this jackass makes it home, which makes no sense to me if you ask me. I'm not sure how he got home. By the looks of the area, he's kind of sit there, and he's kind of SOL if you ask me. With that being said, the Doom 3 Resurrection of the Evil is a great expansion pack if you ask me. It brings 2 new weapons and an artifact that replaces the need for power-ups that you usually find throughout the Doom games. I wish the Super Shotgun and the power-up upgrades were more throughout the original campaign of Doom 3. However, you can't win them all. With all that being said, let's move on to the second and the final DLC expansion pack that was released for Doom 3, The Lost Mission. The Lost Mission takes place back with Bravo Team. You know, the people that I had to meet up with during the Search for the Orange Lunchbox video? Yeah, we play as one of those guys that somehow survived after getting snatched and dragged to the vents. The Bravo Team Marine has to go to hell in order to stop a teleportation experiment. That way the demons can't use that to get back to Earth. The Lost Mission does include the weapons, both the grabber gun and the double-barreled shotgun. According to the Doom Wiki, the Soul Cube also appears on the Soul Cube from the original game appears on the Lost Mission for the Nightmare difficulty to compensate for the high difficulty setting and the lack of health items. The final boss that you fight in this is just another Guardian of Hell in the Lost Mission's last I checked. Now, you're more than welcome to correct me on this one, like this is what I last checked and what I think. Something else I noticed about the Lost Mission is a lot of the levels during the DLC are usually scrapped or cut content from the original game, which I find really, really nice. It gives the developers that work their asses off to make these levels a bit of clarity. But other than that, that was the Lost Mission. Not a lot. The Lost Mission can be beat within one sitting. Well, with that being said, this has been the review of Doom 3 and its DLCs. I'm happy to have played this game. This game now holds a very, very special place in my heart. This is the first actual playthrough on my channel. And damn, will this game be something I might revisit in the future once we get more people on this train of ours. With that being said, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and share the channel with your friends and family. This has been Dr. Cheeks, signing off, and I'll see all you epic people later. I bid you adieu.